Ignore these 10 skills and your child won't grow up healthy. Oh, the thrill of taking your first bunch of little joy home, and the rising feeling of I don't know what I'm doing. Help! I've always heard that becoming a new parent is a sleepless night, always trying to learn the ancient art of wrapping baby burritos and lots of stinky diapers. Hey, this isn't too far away, but I have some tips that make the whole first baby puzzle much easier. 1. Putting your baby to sleep. The problem with sleeping in newborns is due to the fact that it is always dark and cozy in the womb, and the baby is accustomed to this environment. So, when they enter our world, they have to adapt to the changes in light. Keep room lighting during the day and dim at night. This will help your child understand the difference between day and night. Your almost sleeping baby may look irresistibly cute, and you will certainly feel the urge to kiss those plump little cheeks, but that's not a good idea. Resist the temptation, as the baby may receive it as a signal that you want to play with him or it's lunchtime, so that the baby can wake up. And don't forget that it takes time for your baby to get used to the way our world works. Please wait patiently. 2. Putting yourself to sleep. Like the magic of some kind of toddler, if I fall asleep at night, my newborn will soon know and start crying. So I didn't sleep much for the first few days, that's for sure. And that made me tired and quite moody. Okay, well, I'm really in a bad mood. At that time, I knew I had to think about when and how to sleep. The solution is very simple. I sleep when my baby sleeps. By synchronizing your sleep cycle with your baby's sleep cycle, you'll get plenty of rest, so you'll feel fresh and energetic when you're awake. 3. Monitor the umbilical cord. The most important thing about a clamped umbilical cord or stump is that it should always be clean and dry. Your baby should only be treated with a sponge bath until the umbilical cord falls off. It can take up to 2 weeks. You can switch to the bathtub after the cord comes off naturally. You should also see a doctor if you notice any signs of infection, such as a yellowish discharge or a foul odor. 4. Wrap your baby. Hey, how difficult is it to wrap your baby in a blanket? I was thinking the same. But to keep your baby as safe and comfortable as possible, there is some kind of science behind it. First, lay out a thin, diamond-shaped blanket and fold the top corners about a quarter. Place the baby on the blanket with the baby facing up so that the baby's shoulders are directly below this crease. Then grab the right corner of the blanket, pull it across the baby's body, and push it down the left side. Leave the little one's left arm out. Of course, you can also do it from left to right from the other side. Pull up the bottom corner and push it into the crease on baby's right shoulder. Finally, grab the remaining open corner, or the left corner if you went from right to left, pass it over your baby and push it down. You now have a perfectly wrapped baby burrito. Swaddling is really very important as it gives your baby safety and security. This will make you feel relaxed and help you fall asleep faster. And you know what that means. You can also close your eyes. 5. Properly hug your baby. This is something that almost everyone has heard at some point in their lives, whether they are parents or not. Yes, it's true and very important. When you hold your baby, you need to make sure that their neck is supported. To do this, hold your baby in your arm or hold one hand under their head. This is because the newborn's neck muscles are too weak to raise their head. So we need to help them somehow. 6. Diaper change. This task instantly turns all new parents into professionals. However, there are some important things to consider. For example, always wash your hands first and then to prevent germs on your hands from adhering to your baby. Also, always wipe from front to back. This is especially helpful in preventing infections in girls. To prevent diaper rash, make sure your baby's skin is clean and dry before wearing a new diaper rash. Anyway, the rash cream is a must-see. And finally, when changing diapers, you should also pay attention to the umbilical cord stump. If the diaper has not fallen yet, make sure that the diaper does not pass through the umbilical cord. Some newborn diapers have a notch around the navel to prevent irritation. If not, don't worry. You can keep the navel stump open by simply folding the diaper from top to bottom. 7. Breastfeeding. If a mother can or wants to breastfeed, there are some useful tricks regarding breastfeeding her baby. When it comes to positioning, there are actually many things, from the classic cradle to the lesser-known football hold. Moms can choose which method is more convenient and safe for them and the baby. That's the most important thing. If you have a sleepy newborn who is tired and prone to falling asleep while breastfeeding, you can tickle your feet while breastfeeding. This ensures that they don't fall asleep on an empty stomach. And when the baby is given infant formula, the pediatrician will give you all the instructions you need. Don't assume that your baby bottle needs to be warmed up all the time, as you can see in the movie. Also, do not use a microwave if you provide it warmly. It can create hot spots that may not be detected when tested on the wrist. A pot of hot water is sufficient. Also, don't shake the bottle too much. It's a one-way ticket to a really bloated and uncomfortable baby. 8. Take the slippery baby out of the bathtub. The baby's skin is very soft and really slippery after bathing. Therefore, it is very important to be especially careful when taking your baby out of the bath. A safer way is to put your hands under your baby's arms while supporting their neck and head, of course. It's also worth noting that the baby does not have to take a bath every day. Otherwise, the silky soft skin can become dry and inflamed. Most doctors recommend doing this about 3 times a week until your little tyke starts to move more independently. You know, playing in sandboxes and whatnot. 9. Baby massage. Who doesn't like good massage? I know I do, and so does my baby. But for newborns, it's even more important because it makes their bones and muscles stronger. Needless to say, it's a great way to connect with your little kid. All you have to do is put your baby on a towel lying on a comfortable surface like a bed. Always massage with vegetable oil. Start with the legs, arms, chest, and finally your baby's back. 10. Bonding. Bonding varies from person to person, but the goal is the same, is to create a strong bond between the baby and its parents. This process should start as soon as the baby is born. The first thing you need is a gentle touch from the skin to skin. Another important thing is to look into the baby's eyes and talk to him. I know it looks a bit weird because they don't understand just a little bit of what you're saying, but it helps to build that connection. Your baby's eyesight is also not very good, so you need to be very close to your baby during the interaction. And of course, sneak a lot of kisses while you're face to face. Did you miss something when caring for your newborn? Let us know in the comments. If you learned something new today, give this video and share it with your friends.